What's up, everybody? What's up? Let me see. I gotta turn this on public so then I could get y'all comments and stuff. It's been a minute. It's been a while. It's been a while. Give me 1 second. It's been a while. All right. So what's up, everybody? So I am going to be doing an energy reading for the Scorpio full moon on this morning. Jayana! Hold on, y'all. Let me get my cat. Because I think she's about to be in labor and the other cat keep messing with her. Come on. Come lay down. You was about to be... Yo, I think my cat about to have these kittens like in the next day or two. Because... she's just being real like lazy and laying around and stuff. But anyway, back to what I said I was doing. So it's been a minute. I haven't been doing readings because I've been very, very busy with so much that I've been doing. If you haven't already, catch me on Melanated Voices podcast. And then also I am also working and collabing with Sylvia on Mentally There For You Mondays. So yes, I've been working, but I did wanted to stop and do a quick reading real quick. And if you want to catch any of my readings further along, or if you want to still book a reading, the information is still the same, queenzyreadings@gmail.com, or you can inbox me on my like page, which is queenzyreadings@gmail. I mean, damn, y'all know what I mean, Queensy Readings. Hi, how are you? Good evening. So let me see. I'm about to make this screen a little bit bigger because I can't see these comments. That's crazy. Let me see. I'm still learning this laptop, but I think I got it a little bit bigger. Yep, I can see y'all comments now. But so like I said, I've been doing other stuff. So I wanted to see what the energy was tonight. I've been picking and nitpicking all day because the energy that I was pulling in, it was strictly pink, baby. All pink. That's why I see pink at the bottom. It's the pink full moon. If you haven't researched it, it tells you a lot about what's going on today. I did post a couple of things that I could tell y'all over top that's going on. Hi, how are you, honey? Hey, how are you? So I'm not going to take long. I'm going to go ahead and do this reading real quick. It's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Do not make a story fit that does not. But this reading can be prior to this full moon or after this full moon. Whatever it may lie, I have been seeing a lot of things going on. And a lot of my clients been writing me. It's a lot of, how could I say it? I feel like it's more like the women type of feminine energy, a strong, powerful feminine energy that's been taking hold. And I do feel like it's dealing with a lot of females. A lot of females taking control of what is theirs. We no longer are waiting around. So let's see what messages do Spirit have for us. Hold on. Yeah, new actions. The Ace of Wands upright definitely just popped out. So the Ace of Wands upright is the first card that popped out. The Ace of Wands represents new actions, taking new actions, new endeavors. And it also could be meaning manifesting something different. Let me get 4 cards. Can I get 3 more cards? The King of Cups in reverse. This could be somebody that's non-emotional, not using their emotions. Three of Swords in reverse. This means the ending of betrayal. And this could also be the ending of heartbreak or mental stagnation. Hold on. They leaping tonight. Let's see. The world. So somebody world is actually, they changing something in their world. They changing new directions and new endeavors, new things that they doing. Even if this person is possibly not using their emotions or they're not thinking with their emotions, is more so they taking actions with what is more, I gotta say, more suitable for them. This could be with a job. This could be with finances. This could be with a connection with people. But I do feel like a lot of people is taking new actions, but they're not being emotional about it. It's like if you gotta make a choice or do something, you're making a choice without using your emotions or feeling like you're betraying somebody. Okay, let's get some confirmation. Why is the Ace of Wands here? What actions is the collective taking? Again, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share to my YouTube channel. Also, like I said, if you haven't already, find me on Melanated Voices on Thursdays, and you can find me on Mentally There For You on Mondays. We are going to be posting a flyer real soon for Mentally There For You, because we are taking a guest panel, basically, I want to say. And we need 3 guys and 3 girls. We have the 3 guys already. We need 3 girls. Doesn't matter what relationship background you have or what your experience level with relationship. We are taking young to older. We prefer it that way. So if you are, like, say, a younger adult, 19, 20, 21, 22 to like 25, you'll be considerably a younger adult. If you're above that, then, you know, you're an adult. Married, we want divorce. It don't matter. Just have a background that you can speak about and you're not afraid to come on the podcast and talk. All right, so why is the Ace of Wands here? Ooh, you got the Queens of Pentacles. So this is somebody stable. Maybe somebody is taking new action. That's why I said this could be dealing with finances and career. Somebody is taking new actions when it comes down to their stability, when it comes down to their finances, to something that's tangible. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Got the Queen of Cups. She's all in her emotions. So whoever this is, this could be a feminine energy. This person is basically using their emotions when it comes down to their stability. When it's coming down to taking new action. So it's like they taking 2 things in accountability for the actions that they are finna take. Yeah, they no longer are holding on to something. They no longer holding back. I feel like this is no longer holding on to things that they can't control, no longer being stubborn or stagnated with holding on, having control issues. I do feel like this may be something new that this person may be doing. Okay. So when you got the King of Swords, I do feel like maybe if this is not this other person, this could be somebody else in this person's environment or your environment. It could be that this King of Cups in reverse. This is somebody that's not using their emotions or don't use their emotions, and they could be manipulative in some type of way. But you got the 5 of Swords in reverse. So I don't know if this person is taking new actions with somebody because in the past, they watch people walk away from them, or they watch people, they always had to pick up things mentally by themselves. But I do feel like if this is the same person, you no longer are using your emotions when it comes down to you thinking. But you're tapped in more in you're using your emotions for your stability versus for paying attention to other people or how other people treat you. I do feel like you have people that walked away from you in the past. That's why your emotions, you're using your tactics of blocking off people from your emotions. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, these people never stood on their actions because you got the Page of Wands in reverse. This is somebody that never stood on their actions. So this could be why you're being non-emotional to a situation, because maybe in some way, this person may have granted or said that they was going to do something, but their actions never were what it was. Let's look a little bit deeper. Why is the Page of Wands in reverse on top of the King of Swords in reverse? Why is the Page of Wands in reverse? Whoa. All right. moving forward. Somebody wants to move forward with something that, okay. So this king, whoever this person is that's holding on to the King of Cups energy in reverse, that means a person that's not using their emotions when it come down to things. I feel like in the past, some people, you watch so many people walk away and left you to pick up the pieces by yourself mentally. I do feel like maybe people did not stand on their word before and you found out this is not your wish fulfillment. So a lot of you want to move forward from the situation. Why is the Three of Swords in reverse? Oh my gosh. Okay. Somebody's having anxiety. Somebody's staying up late. Somebody can't sleep. Even if they can't sleep mentally, something is actually bothering them. Give me 1 second. We got 3 flyer cards that just went this way. So this could be somebody that is premature when it come down to being truthful, when it come down to love. Maybe this person wasn't following their destiny at some point, and this person is off balance. This could be this person now. So I do feel like if this was a situation and you was in a situation where there was another person and it was a lot of betrayal and heartbreak, I do feel like whoever this person is, or you may be having anxiety about this because you feel like you're not following your destiny, but it's because certain situations is not balanced out. Maybe this could be the other person feeling like they're not balanced out because the situation is not their destiny. So it bothers them. But this person is probably offering love, or somebody's offering honesty mentally, but it's premature. Interesting. Why here? Okay. Yeah. My cat is her little asshole. Yes, honey. Yes. Somebody's world is changing for the good. And why I'm saying that, because you got the world, right? And these are major arcanas that I'm pulling. You got the world. The world represents change in your environment, things that's around you. You are connecting the mental, the physical, the spiritual. You connect to everything that's aligned with you. It's your creation, your world. You got the Ace of Wands in reverse. So somebody is changing directions when it comes down to a situation in their own circumference. And I do feel like even if you had addictions in the past or codependencies to something, you're letting go. Even if you was a codependency, it could be bondage. It could be you probably was bounded by a contract with somebody, and even if this is dealing with work, it was a bound by contract. You was bounded by a contract to a situation that you wasn't able to grow with. So now you're changing something about your involvement with your own life. I feel like you are balancing out the situation. You are trying to make a decision about things. Let's see. I got another deck I want to pull up really quick. Every time I organize this little shelf, if this shelf could talk, this shelf would talk junk, because I'm always digging for cards. And hold on 1 second. I wonder what them things is in here. Oh, here they go. All right, let's see. So I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper. Let's just open this room a little bit more just to see a little bit more clarity. So let's see. Spirit, now please get a confirmation reading, a deeper message. What else do you have to say about this pink moon cycle, the 26th and the 27th? Let's see, Spirit. Take what resonates, again, leave what doesn't. Let me move these out. All right, so can I get 3 cards for the collective? Ooh, yes. I like to see that card right there. Can I get 2 more cards for the collective? Okay. Like I said, I do feel like, without me even looking at the cards, I feel like it's a lot of feminine energy that's taking place. I feel like it's more so the women are taking control in some type of way. I don't know where this energy coming from, but I felt like a whole lot of pink. And it's weird because if y'all notice, I've been wearing a lot of pink lately. Like, if you watch the podcast, I've been wearing a lot of pink. I've been wanting a lot of pink. A lot of my stuff have pink. My nails is pink always. My feet is still pink. My screen is pink. But I feel like this is an activation of the divine feminine. I feel like a lot of women are going through an upgrade and it's uplifting themselves. It's more empowerment to their own selves. I do feel like some people are actually standing up for themselves without me even going into a reading. I have seen a lot of women standing up for themselves. I watch social media. I just don't post all the time anymore because I'm always on the go. But if you actually look at the patterns that's actually transcendent inside of the world, the feminine energy is overpowering stuff. Now, you want to know something, and this is without even doing this reading. I'm going to tell y'all something collectively. Men have to stop thinking that us women are the fucking, excuse me, we are not in competition with a man. We are in competition with our own selves individually. And what I mean by that, I feel like a lot of men feel disregarded by us women, but that's not what it is. It's everybody needs to step up into their power now. And what we mean by step into your power, be who you authentically are and start building a format that is not going to be torn down by the world. If we constantly keep chasing the same bullshit over and over again, we're going to end up just like our ancestors and the ancestors before them and the ancestors before them. And I'm sorry, I don't know how many of us are tired of that. I think this is the change. So for once, I do feel like the women are taking control. A lot of men feel demasculated. That's not what it is. You got to pick and choose the right women that is about to take the empowerment. And I feel like a lot of sacred feminines, the ones that was low-key and underneath the desk all the time, that a lot of people was ignoring, the ones that spoke highly to men and talked about uplifting them and not destroying them, I feel like we're about to take control. It's about to be something major, a major shit. And I do feel like some people might knock me for saying this. I do got a couple of friends that think that I'm kind of off when I say certain shit, right? So, what's the vice president name? Kimura, right? As bad as we want to look at her as being negative right now, I'm not even gonna speak about the vision that Spirit already showed me. Some shit is about to break loose, and it's not gonna be bad. The old is being destroyed so the new can uprise. And the new uprise is the sacred feminine mother's home. What I mean by mother's home, Spirit is now taking correction into everything that was taken from us. As I'm doing a reading. What do you, y'all know not to interrupt me. No, child. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. And she's not interrupting me after this because I'm not allowing it. What? All right, I'm back. So it's not to demasculate the men, but I need that. I don't have another one. It's not to demasculate the men, and I want them to understand that. It's the fact that it's time for us to take control. For so long, the men, egos and pride and testosterone been taking control, and we've been losing. Get out. If y'all see my daughter in the camera, just ignore her. But it's time. And it's not because men is weak. It's because men are very tired. And they have lost all options within. And the women have been rested for so long. Are you done? Can I just somebody want to buy a child? Get it and bring. I'm coming to get it as soon as you go to sleep. Don't lock that door because I'm coming. I'm not playing because my phone is not dying on me tonight. Bye. Lock the door. Jayana, don't leave it on lock so you can come back in. She thinks she's slick, y'all. But yes, it's time for the shift. The major shift was for so long, all we knew was his story. It's her story now. It's time for compassion, love, and embracement to take over. It's not no more ego, pride, and testosterone time no more. Y'all been tired. Y'all men have ran out of all options. And I do blame sometimes some of us women have caused the exhaustion too. And the problem is we got to correct that. And the reason why y'all think that we trying to demasculate y'all because y'all been doing the same shit for too long. Let the sacred feminists take control now. Let the women that is trying to uplift the vibration of the world and make things a little bit more easier, and not the women that wants to be men, quote unquote, the masculine women. That's not what you want. We want soft and beautiful now. We want everybody to be at peace. We sick of war. I feel like the men are in war. Okay, man, bump these cards right now. The men themselves are at war within themselves, so they are attracting war within the world. They are attracting war within their own selves. What I mean by that, for so long, men have been taught to fight, 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 fight. That's all they knew how to do was fight and survive, right? And the women was the nurturers. We took care of the children. We made sure that the men wombs was taken care of for so long. Back even before our ancestors were slaves, that was the women's job. We made sure the men was fine. I feel like somewhere down the brink, it was the women's job to be the ones that led. Why? Because even though the men use the logics, the women have to use the emotions. The emotions sense out spiritually. We are connected to the divine. The divine is what embraces us. So, with that being said, we got empowerment here. It's time. No more diminishing nothing. We are now trying to build up. Every vibration needs to be built up from men to women. And take a seat. Let the women take control. And that don't mean us women start to demolish the men, because some of these men don't know what to do, because for so many centuries they've been told the opposite of what it is, that we was their competition, and we was told that they are our competition. How can we run in the same lane as each other when we different? I have a boobs and poom poom. Y'all have a pee pee and a chest. We're different. We was meant to be in the same world, but we were the yin and the yang to each other, and we lost our way a long time ago. It's time to get back. And that don't mean be at war, because a lot of us are at war within ourselves. So we at war with our partners. We at war with our friends. We at war with our neighbors. The truth is, Spirit said it's no longer about war. It's about empowerment. It's about building, not destroying. Who the hell said that destroying exists? Yes, now everything has got to be demolished because everything has to be rebuilt. There is a miracle that is going to happen eventually. And I don't know how many of us got faith to that point where we think twice about what's going on in the world. Do you ever sit down and think that the reason why the world is deteriorating in front of us is because the old way cannot exist no more? I'm gonna post this picture. I was driving today and it was an exit I never went by, and it said 5D. If y'all hear me a lot, I speak about the 5D. The 5D is speaking your truths and being authentic. You're living in that spiritual realm where everything exists that's in your desires. You manifest quicker. A lot of people don't even realize we are living in the 5D. This is why the world looks different to us right now. This is why this is our reality from this point on. Why? Because it's what we dreamed of. It's what we believed in. It's what we're manifesting. Whether if it's good or bad. So the bad stuff that we see around us, believe it or not, that's what you surround yourself with. That's what you're going to get. That's what your environment. So you constantly keep seeing a movie play over in your... And this movie, 10 times a horror movie. You're going to go back the fuck home, and guess what? That horror movie going to be playing in your mind. It's the same thing with life. We witnessed something so early on in life that has passed down from generations to generations to generations. We've been at war within ourselves because we don't know what to do. But Spirit said, expect that miracle when you start to empower the empowerment. If you start lifting the vibrations, everybody has a job in this world. Everybody got to start taking it serious. We wasn't placed here just to suffer. I'm sorry. Those that suffer is those that manifested suffering. If you are manifesting suffering, you stay in your goddamn lane, because in my lane, in my people lane, I believe we trying to build an empire. Not off of wrong intentions, but off of good intentions. So everybody has to start learning. It's time to disconnect from the things that we was used to and start to build on the things that we need. The things that we never even seen before. We need to start seeing it and having faith that it's there. And I'm not talking about the same faith that when we go to church and they say, sow your seed. We talking about the faith that you already feel in your heart that you want change. And when you see change in yourself, that's when your world starts to change. That's when people around you start to change. You start to align yourself with people that is on the same vibration as you. But I do feel like Spirit biggest message is expect that miracle when you start to do what the divine is telling you to do, not what the world is telling you to do. Because this is no longer his story. This is now our story. This is where we take that one step. Excuse me, guys. And we leap forward. It's time. Can I get one more card? Well, two. You got Tantric Journey and Divine. What the hell did I just say? I said it is the feminine energy. And I posted a picture earlier and it was the Empress. And I said it's the Empress vibe for me. Yes, the divine feminine, the sacred feminine, listen, let's get it. All right, this reading about to get a little bit different, so put your seatbelt on, I'll be honest. Because now, see, Spirit then gave me what I wanted, and I'm happy. I'm a spoiled brat, and I get what I want. So this is what I want. So this is what Spirit, the whole message is. Expect that miracle, right? When a lot of, ooh, Jesus, I just got a whole freaking message. So I don't know how many people know what a tantric journey is. It's a journey between the masculine and the feminine. It is like, it's a dance through life with souls, basically. Instead of physically having sex, you can have tantric sex. I know a lot of people heard about that. It's when you actually use your mind to make each other basically bust a nut. So this is your tantric journey. It's your time to bust that nut. It's time to empower yourself as a female. And I do feel like when Spirit is saying to the masculines, just rest. It's y'all time to rest. The women been resting for too long. This is why you see a lot of women are now leaders in businesses. This is why you now seeing the women are taking achievements. You see billboards with women more than men, and it's not to knock the men. The men need to get out their goddamn pride for just a moment and sit back and understand it's y'all rest period. When y'all start to see that, y'all will understand. I'm gonna mark my words and correct me if I'm wrong, and please, I don't want to say this, but this is what I feel. The vice president is going to be president, right? It's automatically in lineup. This is what Spirit is given to me. Sometimes people have to play dirty in order to break the system. Now, what I mean by that, she's stepping foot because we keep saying mother's gonna return, but who is mother? Mother is within all of us women that tap into that shit. If you lack that feminine energy, you trying to be more masculine, you're gonna miss the fuck out. This is it. This is it. You're going to be stuck. So when I do feel like with Spirit message to the feminine, divine feminines that is on a journey of life, Spirit say, stop missing your turn. Because this is your time. Yeah, I really think my cat is in labor. I'm going to do this reading, then I'm going to attend to her little butt. So yes, divine feminines. It says, I'm going to read every card that's here. So back to what I was saying. Spirit said, when you start to empower the empowerment of the divine, the real sacred feminine, when you really start noticing who the sacred connection. One second, yeah, because I gotta make sure that this dude. All right, I guess I'm back. Let's see if it stay. Operation is going on, and look. Please don't do this again. I don't know, y'all. I don't want this to keep shutting off for connection. But Spirit said, be expecting a miracle. All right, so I don't know if it worked or not, but I'm back. So yes, Spirit said miracles. Expect some miracles to happen. It says the frequency of miracles supports our belief in ourselves as a part of source, and therefore our beliefs that anything is possible. So when people start putting all their faith into something, and I mean, it's not just you, it's not just me, it's not just our mothers or our fathers, but when everybody start putting their focus on what's real and what's really in front of them, we start to create something. It's like how can I say it? Mm, it's frequency upbringing, but it's a way that I can say, if you ever watch, like, okay, when you watch my intro when I end this or whatever, and you'll see the speaker and it says Queensy reading and bouncing. This is what Spirit is trying to get us to start bouncing together, and not just one side of us is doing it, then the other side is not having faith. Spirit said it's everybody on one accord. The reason why I say that the divine feminine is somebody that is a nurturer, a mother to all. Men would not understand when I say the sacred mother and that the divine feminine energy is pulling. What I mean by that to men that is so thinking that women want so much power control, baby, we are the power source. We the power source. Women have so much power because we're more connected emotionally to source. We are the power source for men. We are the power source for humanity. Men may have, in the Bible it says, quote unquote, we was made from a man's rib. So if that was possible, how in the hell are we reproducing children? And men cannot. Men wasn't given that ability. So what I want to say, we're going back in time before the Bible even existed. I do believe the divine feminine was, the sacred feminine was the one. She's our creator. Why? Because a mother has time to create, nurture, and take care of children. The sacred feminine is a nurturer. She's an empress. She's a big, wow. She's somebody that you will see walking down the street, and a lot of people would ignore her, but she's a generous person. She would give her all. So I do feel like mother is starting to be generous. But for so long, the reason why we watch everything take place the way it is because we forgot to empower each other. We forgot that we all do exist as one cell. We forgot that everybody plays a major part in humanity. And I'm not just talking about men. I'm not just talking about women. And yes, somebody is very mad at me with this message today. But guess what? Because stuff is literally falling around me. But I'm not stopping. So anyway. Spirit said it's time for us to expect that miracle. Empower that miracle. Start believing in it. Start having faith in it. But it's for the sacred feminine, the divine feminines. The frequency of the divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. This is what I'm saying. You will notice that, see, how could I say it? Men is more physical and more land thought. A woman is more spiritual and soulful. And what I mean by that, I'm not saying men are not soulful, but they would never use their soul as much as a woman. Whenever we birth in a child, we connect to our souls. Why? Because our souls tell us when to expel a child. Our bodies tell us when we are pregnant. We have indicators. And that's because our soul is connected to our bodies. The men is so disconnected in some way because they always thought for so long that they did not need one half without the other. But a woman always knew we need both parts. You will see a female say, I'm going to pray for you versus a lot of men. But a lot of men that are starting to get into this spiritual thing is tapping into their feminine energy, that divine feminine in them. Every woman has a masculine. The women that you are watching right now, we are using more of our masculine energy. We are taking control. We are being leaders in our own lives. It's the balancement. It doesn't mean that I'm a man. I'm more manly than a man. It doesn't mean that a man is more feminine than I am because he's a nurturer. It just means everybody is getting their turns when it comes down to balancing out something within ourselves. And that's what I do feel like Spirit is saying. When you learn to balance that out, and you start having a lot of empowerment people, a lot of things that's empowering to your soul, and it's a lot of things that you really want to do, because there is definitely a journey. There's a tantric journey, and a tantric journey says the frequency of tantric journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with others. So even if you are not intimate with a person, Spirit say your intimacy with yourself means something. So when I do feel like this, men and women got to get more in tune with their feminine energy, just like a man got to get in tune with their feminine energy. And I feel like Spirit message to us is, stop being more manly. Stop being so masculine about everything. Stop giving everything such a hard thought and thinking that everything needs to be defended and protected. Some things has to naturally take course. So even if you're trying to take, a little consideration and trying to help some situation, Spirit said, Divine feminines, it's time for y'all to take control, but the masculines have to sit down because they have done so much because they exhausted. And it's not a negative thing. This is why you're seeing a lot of more men doing at-home businesses and the women are out here busting their ass. It's because it's the coin that had to flip eventually, because for so many generations, you know how they say men die earlier than women? Do y'all ever think back about that? Why do men die earlier than women? Because they was always the ones that was sent out to do the hardest work, even in the slavery days. Why? Because they was not the creators. The women was more so inside the house, cooking, cleaning, and taking care of the children. The women was more so slave to pick cotton and stuff, but they also was slave to be inside of a shack and lay on their motherfucking backs and give more slaves, more babies. So think about it. For so long, the women have been on their back and we have lost our way. Spirit said it's time for these women to find their way now, because the tables is turning. Now you're going to start seeing a lot more men being reproduced than women. I don't know where this is coming from, but Spirit said it's going to be more men reproduced. A lot of women are going to start birthing men. Why? Because it's time for the tables to flip. The coin had to flip, because now the females, the women, we're birthing women to be warriors versus just sitting on their back, laying on their back all the time, creating children. The world has changed drastically, and it's time for us to play catch up. And that's just what it is. And I do feel like that's what Spirit wants y'all to understand. The men have to nurture themselves just like the women have to nurture themselves. We got to stop being hard on each other. Why? Because both of us have sensitivity. And the reason why some of these men don't know how to open up their mouths is because we never empowered them to tap into their feminine energy. In order for a man to feel a woman, no, he has to feel that soul. He has to feel his emotions. When we tell a man to shut the fuck up and stop being a bitch, guess what? That's just like a man telling us to shut the hell up. They don't want to hear our emotions. And what do that create inside of a woman? If any woman could think back of a man telling you to shut the fuck up, you're too emotional, what do that create in you? Chaos. You feel like you're being belittled, right? So Spirit said it's the same thing. That's why Spirit said it's time for the men to take a seat. It's not nothing to belittle a man. It's because these men are exhausted. They lost. It ain't even got to be the men that we with now in this day and time. It's the men from the past. It's the souls that keep carrying on with them. It's the people that was so used to taking on so much. Like somebody said, oh, it's a man's job to do this and do that. I said, so what do a woman do? Are we supposed to lay on our back and just take it all the time? Hell no. Why? Why you think you're getting a lot of alpha females out here? Because we're tapping into our masculine energy. Why you think you're getting a lot of men that these women is saying is bitches, but yet they're not being bitches? They tapping into their feminine energy. Spirit is forcing this upon them. So stop judging these men and women. We got to stop judging each other because we say one another is manly. No, we're not. We're balancing some shit out now. And once you become aware of that, Spirit said the miracle is going to take place for man and woman. But you have to be in the vibration for it. If you're still sitting at a lower vibration, Spirit said you're not going to receive it. So I need you to start balancing out these energies, because there is something that needs to be empowered within yourself, and that's the miracle that's coming your way. I am going to confirm these cards. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. This is so interesting. Again, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share. This is the Scorpio full moon. And y'all see the color pink. So I do feel like this is the energy that is taking place right now. A lot of women is stepping into power. A lot of men are feeling weak to women, but don't feel weak to women right now. That's not what this is about. It's about the women helping you to come up out of that stagnation that you've been in for so long, because for so long, a woman... people pointed the finger and said what a man was supposed to be like and what a woman is supposed to be like. But Spirit said, I'm playing that trick on y'all asses now. I'm going to show y'all what a woman is supposed to be like, what a man is supposed to be. Y'all free-spirited people. Y'all wasn't bounded by the world. Y'all was bounded by me, Spirit, who created you. So what I say goes. Men does not make the rules to men. That's not who created us. So why are we listening to what each other say about each other, what a man's supposed to be like, what a woman's supposed to be like? Because a man have emotions doesn't make him lesser than a man. Y'all gotta stop. Watch the words that we use because the words is not being taken lightly. I promise you, y'all gotta realize when you read the word, it says spelling. What's the first root word to spelling? Spell. So when you spelling something out or you cursing somebody out, we saying curse words, but guess what the true curse is when you telling somebody that they're, oh, you're this and you're that, you're this and that, and you're pointing the finger. Guess what you have put on them? A fucking root. Why is miracle here? You have to watch the words that we speak to each other because it's definitely vital. So, some people are still working in the vibration of pain and hurt and betrayal. They can't get over betrayal. But this is on top of miracle. So if you expecting a miracle, how you going to get a miracle and you still stuck on what hurt you before? You can't heal. A lot of people want change in their life, but they're not going to receive change because they're still stuck. Why is miracle here? I do feel like some people want stability. They want finances. They want to be able to be stable, right? But I hear the reason why things are not coming in for you right now because you being stuck still on the path of your losses. That's what you still manifesting is losses. But your vibration is here. This is where you want to be. You want to be the King of Pentacles upright. That means somebody that's very wealthy, somebody that has a stable mind, stable heart, stable everything. Like you're fancy. You the good man or woman that pops out and you smell so motherfucking delightful. You get all the ladies that look at you. This is what a lot of you masculine want. A lot of females or masculine want that's dealing with the masculine energy in the King of Pentacles. You want something tangible. You want all this money. You want all this stuff. But you still holding on to pain from the past. I do feel like some of you hold on to the pain so much that it's causing you not to go towards with your divine destiny. Okay, you want to flip out my hand? Cool. Let's see. Why is miracle here? Let me get one more confirmation for miracle. Y'all, she is really walking so slow. She keep going in the box. Baby, you need help? Yeah, she's going to have them kittens by tomorrow. Oh my gosh, she's having a hard time getting in the box. Midnight. You need my help? You want to get in here? Oh, yeah. Come here, baby. Come here. What's wrong? No, mystery. No. You alright? Mm-hmm. You okay tonight? Alright, hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go eat and use the bathroom. Mystery, leave her alone. No. She's not feeling good. Let me leave my door open because I gotta watch my boy cat. He keep bothering her. And she's really not feeling good. Alright, so like I said, you got the King of Pentacles. Don't bother her. Don't look at me like that with your big old face. Some of you want to manifest this in your world. You want financial stability. You want everything to work the way that it needs to work. But because you still holding on all them L's that you took out of life, you stuck. But Spirit said, be expecting a miracle. You need to be expecting a miracle. If you see that miracle, then it's going to happen. If you speak life into the things that you have lost and you say you refuse to take them L's ever again and you really stay on it and start taking the actions, like Spirit said, take the actions. Empower yourself. You are your own powerhouse. I hear Spirit saying, nurture thyself. Nurture yourself. Yes, you're not balancing out the situation. You were supposed to take the negative. You know what the negative was supposed to do? It was supposed to fuel your fire for you to get the positive energy. It was supposed to empower you. And you took it as like, I'm stuck. I'm never going to get it. No, Spirit said, no, some doors had to be shut because I got bigger ideas for you and I got better things for you. So take them L's and grow from them and utilize everything that you learned throughout this time. Why is empowerment here for the divine? I mean, the Scorpio full moon. What energy is residing? Ooh. Here go that World Cup again. It's your world. It's what you want. Whatever you want in your world, you got to take it and run with it. Sirius says it's time for you to empower what you want. Not what the world wants. This is your world. You are surrounded by things. Things are not surrounded by you. So everything, yes. Some people are too busy looking at their losses. There's still something behind you that's soulfully yours. Whether it's your love life, whether it's your finances, whether it's a career, Spirit says stop looking at them L's and take that L and throw it in the trash, bruh. It's spilled milk. Why do you keep looking at spilled milk? Lost situations had to be lost situations for a reason, because how are you going to accept the new things into your life? Empowerment. That pain that you was getting, you were supposed to take that and run with it and build on that, on your empire. You were supposed to make everything knowledgeable for yourself. It's no longer about other people. It's not for you to be hurt or to be stuck. None of this was meant for you to be stuck, Spirit said. It was meant to balance you out. You need to take the good and the bad and run with it. Yes. There's a lot of arguments, confrontation. You need to take all this conflict that you've been going through, all this conflict that you've been attracting. You need to realize you're the cause of your own betrayal. Everything that you're attracting is because of your own way of thinking. Why is divine feminine here for the mask? Oh, I keep saying masculine. I think I need a masculine reading. Yo, it's funny because I put a picture out and it says the Three of Cups. It was the Three of Cups to the Empress, right? And it said, oh, you can't sit with us here, right? So I do feel like Spirit is saying empower yourself, right? Tap into that mind, body, and soul. Nurture yourself before you nurture anybody else right now. You got to take it easy on yourself, because you're right now manifesting things that was not supposed to be yours. You was not supposed to be manifesting that. Some of you tapped into your power, but you still haven't gained the concept that you are manifesting your own reality. You are not realizing you're using law of attraction, and you are fast manifesting. I don't know who this is for. Spirit said you're very fast at manifesting your reality, but you are right now manifesting negative things. I don't know. This could be like, I hear like, for someone, it may have been something, the betrayal happened about 10 years ago. I want to say 9, 10 years ago. Probably a little bit longer than that. But for someone specific, 9, 10 years ago, you still holding on to that hurt. You ain't let it go. But Spirit said it's time for you to get out that nigga mentality, that I'm that man, that if you a female and you're residing in I'm going to finish up this reading before this dumb junk again. So, like I said, with feminine card, and then you got the 3 of Cups on top of that, that let me know Spirit said it's time to celebrate the woman. It's time to celebrate the feminine energy that's within yourself. It's time to embrace that energy. It's flowing around because, again, like I said, this is the pink full moon. So in the next couple, a lot of women are going to be embracing it. So you might see them taking pictures. I didn't see so many of the excellency of women this week. I'm sorry. That have posted so many beautiful pictures of themselves. And it wasn't just ratchet pictures. I'm talking about women with their children, women showing like the beauties of life. I've seen pictures of flowers, pictures of people cooking dishes. I watch makeup being done. The point is the feminine energy is everywhere. So it's very high potency, but Spirit says it's time to celebrate her. Stop knocking down the woman. I do feel like some women are being deceptive. They basically hiding it. They hide this feminine energy. They hide that they're ready to celebrate. They lie about who they genuinely are. And they holding on. They being very stubborn. Some women are still holding on to the energy of being the Queen of Cups and reversing this bitch is vile. Do you hear me? She's very manipulative. She's very argumentative. She is a demeanor to men. But I do feel like the reason why some of the divine masculines feel like they can't celebrate the divine feminines is because for so many years and so many terms they have ran into this Queen of Cups energy in reverse. A manipulative woman. But Spirit said you will know your sacred feminine. Your sacred feminine is not a manipulator. She is a person that's going to embrace you into your highest plateau. But if you are a wounded masculine, I can't wait till we do this subject next Monday. And I'm airing it. It's going to be on live. And I will definitely be posting it because we are taking a couple of men in and we're going to talk about this topic. It's the wounded masculine and the wounded feminine. Now, I do feel like a lot of masculines, which this will be the wounded feminine. This is a feminine energy that will use her power to manipulate. If this person is like she manipulates with her emotions. She uses her emotions to manipulate. If you are a man that have ever dealt with somebody like this, and this is what's causing you not to respect women, let me tell you like this. Because of that betrayal with this type of female before, and you're still sitting here manifesting that same type of energy in your environment, that's why your world ain't balanced out. So you need a yin and a yang. So what the fuck is you being mad for? Why are you still holding on to this deception? But I do feel like maybe in the past you can't celebrate. If this is a masculine, you can't celebrate the women because they're deceptive. You have ran into deceptive women before, people that use their emotions to control you. So it's like, I feel like there's two stories here. This is why the masculines are holding tight to everything that they got. They're not releasing, but I do feel like this is masculine and feminine energy on this table right now. For the men, I do feel like the men cannot celebrate the women because of past betrayals with other women that claimed they were the sacred feminine and they wore masks. I get it, but Spirit say y'all feel them out. Y'all will know. If you tap into your emotions before, you probably was tapping into your logics and your manly oats, because a lot of men mistaken sex as the gateway to a woman's soul. It's our eyes. It's what we see. It's what we see that makes us feel. We don't all go off interpretations of looking at a man and expecting him to be this perfect person. But a lot of us are structurizing something that we know that will be very empowering in modern day. And it's not just for the men that we in relationships with. It's for our men that we raising children. You need both sides to the equation. You don't want your female to be more masculine. So I do feel like a lot of men have probably been through in the past situations that they're stuck on still and they feel betrayed and hurt about. But this is why they keep having catastrophe in their life, because this is the energy a lot of people is still anchoring in. Why is tantric journey here? Yeah. You have to come up out of this past stagnation and this hurt and being blindsided at life. I do feel like some of you are becoming aware, if you are a male or a female, you're becoming aware of this tantric journey. Meaning that you know that you need the yin and the yang in order to balance out the world. In order for the world to raise to a higher vibration, we have to coexist with each other. Whether it's the opposite sex or not, we got to still coexist with each other because that's how humanity was made. Yes. I do feel like if you're successful with this, a lot of men and women are supposed to start seeing clearer waters. They're going towards the things that is more persistent in their life and more uplifted. I do feel like for so many years, because of the way society told us how we were supposed to react to each other, this is what's bringing this war to a peace. I hear a lot of women saying, I don't want to be at war no more. A lot of men are saying, why do we always got to get argued that we don't want to argue no more? But it's like this. Everybody has to take accountability at this point. And I do feel like it's more so men, you have to tap into that sacred feminine energy. You have to feel a female's emotions in order to understand you. So if you have a female that is not tapped into her feminine energy and she's more masculine, of course it's going to confuse you. Because you're going to think that woman trying to be more manly than you. But I'm sorry. Some females are just very more alpha female type of energy, and they want to see the best, and that's them tapping into their masculine energy to pull you out of that feminine energy, to bring you into rescue. So it's not even them trying to take over or empower you, but men, y'all guys are tired. Seriously, and it don't start with just your generation. This is generations upon generations. This is one big ass cursing and all, because for so long men was made to be the slave to life, and women did not have none of that. But I do feel like the tables are turning. This is why you see a lot of women taking control. But see, a lot of us women don't realize the reason why that shift is happening that way, because for so long we ran off of the patriotic way of thinking, the patriotic way of living. A lot of men say, oh, I'm patriotic. Well, guess what? Sad to say, your time is the fuck up. You can't live like that no more. It's now the world is shifting to more of a higher vibration, and there's no going back once we get there. This is something that they've been trying to stop for a very long time, and it was to knock down the feminine energy. But guess what? In order to survive, you need both. In order for us to survive as human beings, you need the male and the female. In order to survive, you need the yin and the yang. You need the good and the bad. You need all of this have an opposite, a polar opposite to everything. You need everything involved. So, with that being said, y'all, I am about to sign out. I hope you guys like, subscribe, and share to my YouTube channel. Also, like I said, follow me on Clubhouse. I will be up there starting again Saturdays with live discussion, and on the days that I'm on the podcast, I will be actually going up there in other places. Also, if you have you can catch me on Monday. Our podcast, Mentally There For You, Mondays, and we're going to start doing it on Tuesday too. But you can catch us on Facebook and on YouTube. And also, let's see. And on Wednesdays, you can catch me on Melanated Voices podcast. But again, like I said, if you would like to book a reading, please email me at queensiesreadings@gmail.com, or you can go to my Facebook account and inbox me and request a reading, or you can set up the services there. Also, I will be starting to do weddings. I will be starting to do other things, and we are still planning a retreat. But if you haven't already, please go to Mentally There For You podcast and like that page so you can get the new content. We actually be airing again very soon, actually, by in about 6 more hours. The new episode will be out again. You guys like, subscribe, and share. You have a wonderful evening, and I'm out.